Yo, what up, it's Don.
Sammy here.
So badass.
Yeah, so we got the leaks.
Whoa.
And then the official pictures came out.
Ooh.
And also the design, like how it's designed, all the tech came out. So this is the KD12, all you need to know.
Yep.
Yes, so shout out to Leo Cheng. I'm pretty sure he's the main designer of the shoe again. So he designed most of the KDs and also Kyrie's. So let's get it started off with the Tracciones.
Uh-huh.
So Leo Cheng posted it, and that's the traction pattern. What do you think?
It's hard to even think about the traction pattern because of what I see.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's, I don't know.
I don't know. It is good for lateral movements because the rubber is
Yeah.
moving perpendicular to the lateral movement, so it's gonna move with it, which is good. It is multi-directional, and yeah, it seems pretty good. A lot of people were iffy because it is translucent and it'll probably pick up a lot of dust because that's what translucent outsoles do.
Yeah.
Also, the lines are very separated and kind of reminds you of like the Kyrie 2 or like Hyperdunk 2016 type of traction pattern. And those were really good. It's just it all depends on the rubber compound, so we'll have to see on that. And I wonder if they're gonna make solid rubber as well, because this is just fully translucent. Durability also does not seem like it's going to be good.
Yeah.
To me, it just looks pretty thin. But overall, it looks like a good pattern, but we'll have to see on the rubber compound.
Yeah.
Alright, so now moving on to the cushion, which is the most interesting part about, basically the most interesting part about this shoe. So the Phylon, it has a lot of holes in it.
It's Swiss cheese.
Yeah, so I think it's Phylon or just a regular ass foam. If it wasn't, it would have said, they would have told us something. So I'm guessing it's just regular ass foam. Have you seen this? You see that?
In the back?
Yeah, so you see that, what is that, 2, 4, 6 hexagon? That's bottom loaded into the heel.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
It almost looks like a star.
Yeah, so that's there. Also, another cool, interesting thing is, so shout out to Reese, I think that's his RECE_H. So he sent us pictures of the actual, I don't know how he got this picture.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a zoom unit. So they're using, so traditionally...
Wait.
Yeah.
That's a zoom unit, or is that
both?
Is that like there's no strobel board?
There's no strobe board. They're using the zoom unit as a strobe board. So traditionally, every single shoe needs the midsole and the outsole needs to be attached to the upper, and you can't just glue it in. That's not strong enough. So you have to actually stitch it in to attach it, right? Which I think that's how they make it, and that's the purpose of the strobe board. Yeah. So instead of that, they removed the entire strobe board and they put a zoom unit in. Also, what you can see from this picture is that it is or segmented or articulated, which is also super nice. Kind of reminds me of the Kyrie 5 Zoom Turbo. So this is, I guess, kind of like another iteration of the Zoom Turbo 4-foot zoom unit, but this is just full length.
Yeah, full length. You know, a lot of times with a full length zoom unit, it doesn't want to bend that easy.
Nope.
It'll help make the shoe like maybe too rigid. You know?
Yes.
So
that's super dope, and also there's a really cool animation of it. They made it right here. Yeah, that's it. So you see that air unit and the traditional strobel, and then it just becomes an air unit. Yeah. So that's really cool.
The Swiss cheese in the midsole is going to allow you to possibly get a little bit more compression.
Maybe.
You know, because there's more space for the foam to expand, especially if it's caged in there.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it definitely is caged though, which kind of sucks. So the cool thing about it, so look, right there, you see, that's the new one with the zoom strobel construction.
Yeah.
So you have the insole is obviously underneath your foot. You know, there's gonna be an insole in there, and then it's just straight up zoom unit. So that zoom is gonna be insane. Hopefully it's not too thick, because I think it's gonna be too crazy. If it is really thick. But you see the old one, traditional strobel construction?
Yeah.
So you have the insole, and then you have obviously the strobe board, which is super hard, and sometimes it's pretty hard to feel the zoom unit right away because of that strobe board. And we've been saying this for a long time, you know, for a year. So Leo Cheng watches our video. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be cool if he did.
Yeah.
But shout out to my boy Peach. You know, remember his best friend, like his brother?
Yeah.
He's the designer of the 0.2. Why not 0.2? And he told us that he watches our videos, which is really cool. So anyway, so I'm just speculating maybe Leo Cheng watches it. I don't know. But yeah, so you see that zoom unit right there also from the top, you know, from this drawing. So that zoom unit is definitely segmented and stuff, which I think is a good idea.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the new cushion. Also, what you can see from these pictures is that it's very caged. So there is a cage right there, which is basically just plastic. I have a really good picture. There we go. Right? So you have, it's like a kind of like dismantled picture. So you have the outsole, multi-directional articulated traction.
Whoa, this is nuts.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
And you have a heel, like a little hexagon unit.
Exactly. So you have a lateral TPU sidewall for stability, which we'll get into. It's double stacked Nike Zoom airbag in the heel. So you have that full length zoom, articulated zoom right underneath your freaking foot. And then you have that, it looks pretty thick.
It does.
Yeah, that hex zoom unit in the heel looks pretty thick. It is bottom loaded, so I don't know how much, foam is underneath or between the full length zoom unit and the hex zoom unit, but it's double stacked. And it says perforated midsole zoom visible through holes, which is kind of cool. But I don't really know if it does anything, if it's gimmicky. Maybe it does, like Donnie Boy said. So yeah, that's the cushion, dude. That's crazy.
That's wild. I mean, that's a lot going on there.
Yes.
So wow.
So I feel like it's gonna be crazy. You see that? You see the upper right there in the forefoot?
Yeah.
Stitched to the actual zoom unit.
Yeah.
So that's genius. I love that. We don't like strobe boards, and you don't need to make this just with a zoom unit.
Yeah.
Maybe make it react.
Exactly.
Exactly. That'd be super sick. Hopefully Nike does away with strobe boards because it kind of makes you not feel the zoom unit or whatever cushion they're using as much. So there's that. Also, you can see from the this picture that the midsole comes up, and remember we were speculating to see if whatever the foam is, the foam does come up in the forefoot to cage you. That is in the forefoot, and then in the heel you have this lateral TPU, which is basically plastic, to cage you in and also cage the cushion as well. On the medial side, it's not as caged though, or it's basically exposed. So it's a lot more exposed on the on the medial side. But on the lateral side, you have a lot of good caging because in the KD11, also like in the KD10, it's been really bad lateral containment. Just support. So they added that. So good job, Leo, Cheng, and KD. Also, another thing that is really cool is the materials. So the materials, they changed it up. They're calling. We already knew what the technology was called. It's called quad-axial flywire, multi-directional dynamic containment.
And it says right there on the shoe.
Yeah, exactly. So it says right here, engaged. It's there's a lot of tension, and relaxed is just kind of like really loose and right in this drawing. So quad-axial, like Donnie Boy said in the video and in the last video, is there's 4 axes or axes.
Axis.
I
don't know.
But yeah, so there's one going vertical, horizontal, and then 45 degrees both ways. So that's quad-axial. And that goes throughout the entire upper, and we have a really good picture of that right there.
I mean, what is going on here?
Yeah.
They're going all out on this shoe.
Yeah. And it's only $150.
Wow. Is it because, I think they're banking on KD winning another championship?
Maybe.
And moving a lot of units.
Yes. Yeah, so that quad-axial flywire goes throughout the entire upper, the toe, the lateral side, medial side, even in the back. You can really see it in this 90s kid colorway, which is coming out. So it goes throughout the entire upper. So I'm guessing there's obviously an underlying layer, and then you have the flywire, the quad-axial flywire, and then it looks like a screen mesh. So the screen mesh obviously is so that the flywire can just stay in place. So that's the material. Also, it says here you have an ultra plush Flyknit tongue. It says.
But it's a stitched-in tongue, so it's a one-booty upper, right?
Yeah. So it looks like Flyknit, and then there's a screen mesh over it.
Yeah.
So we have a really detailed picture of the tongue. So there's that. It is stitched on, so it kind of is like a one-booty upper. And then the laces go through like a little eyelet thing that it kind of reminds you of the D-Rose 9.
Yeah.
Remember that? Or D-Rose 8. Sorry, D-Rose 8.
Or like the 302. What is it?
Yeah, exactly.
It does that too.
Exactly. That is exactly it. So there's that. Also in the heel, you have I think that's just some foam, and it's exposed obviously because they can't really put anywhere else. So that's in the ankle area. It is a mid or a high. What do you think about this colorway? It's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool.
I like it.
Yeah. When I first saw it, I was kind of like, what the hell? But there's something dope about it for sure.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna be my favorite colorway, but it's gonna be the colorway that we're gonna get because it's the first colorway that drops
exactly.
on the first, right?
So that's coming out April 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah, 90s kid, this green colorway. And the black colorway is releasing April 6th for $150, which is just like 5-day difference. I think the 90s kid is probably gonna be one of those colorways where it's just like kind of limited. So there's the materials. Aesthetically, I don't know, it kind of grew on me. I didn't think it was hideous when I first saw it, but I was like, ew, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But then now that I'm kind of looking at it, it looks okay. I don't know about that mid cut though. I don't know why.
Yeah, the shape of that mid cut is a little weird.
Yeah, I mean, no, not even that. Just like, why does KD want a mid? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a low.
All of a sudden.
Exactly. You know, like since the 5, the 4 was a low, the 5 was high, and then the 6 to whatever, all of his shoes have been lows. So I don't know why he did that, but I guess he wanted a little bit of a change. But yeah, tell us what you guys think of the KD12. It looks insane as far as tech goes.
We're hyped for these. We're gonna cop on the first. We'll give you first impressions, of course, so you keep you guys in the know, and obviously hit it with that performance review.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning in. Soul Brothers, we'll catch you in the next one. Later.
Peace.